Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Sunbreak. Today there's no new monsters, so I was gonna grind a little bit of Shagaru Magala to make weapons for maybe hammer, hunting horn, I don't know, probably hammer, in order to practice. So, I only need, I think, one piece, which is why I chose this. Now, a Shagaru Magala mantle is maybe not the quickest thing to get, but it's also the best master rank farm, maybe? Might not, supposedly, so there might be better ones. I'm not totally certain, but I can believe it. But for this, time to use this setup. I have to double check though. Do I have... Yeah, I need to change a few things. Wait, no, actually I have it already over here. The modified version. So, I'm going to be doing... it's an event quest, which means no followers, which makes it a little bit harder. But this one here, and it's also a reasonably fun monster, so I'm happy to hunt it a few times. Now, a mantle is not... No, actually, I don't need the mantle. I hate this mechanic. I'll hunt it anyway.
Back to work.
But it shows the value for crafting it. And I didn't actually check properly. I'm pretty sure that's a direct craft, but it might not be. I need to be certain. Okay, good, that is the upgrade. Because this one is cheaper. Because you can just upgrade to it. It's weird that the Chaotic Gormagala is cheaper. Because you can make this, which is relatively easier to get. And then you can just upgrade it for less. It's a weird difference. But I wanted to make sure before I started. Yeah. I need to get lucky on that. Because it's I assume it's in the 3% category? Yeah, 333. Target. Broken part. Carve. So the horn break. Huh? The mantle is a horn. The mantle, they're saying, is a scale, but why does breaking a horn give you a scale? But I also need to make sure I get the tail carve. Which should be fine. It's a fun monster.
Let us begin. I have awakened.
Okay, I do have the correct... Yeah, I do have the counter set up. It's such a big monster.
There's the target.
It's so large. It's also pretty silly how it moves around. Like, you can really take advantage of openings even without it focusing someone else. I should be countering attacks like this, but
Thanks for the support.
he rotated. I guess I shouldn't be hitting it right now to clear the frenzy. Not worrying too much about the tail. That's the body slam? Yep. I misread it. Took too long to read it. And it leaves me vulnerable. That felt early, yep. It's an interesting monster. Like, it's... the claws on its wings... oh. Are, like... some of the longer... they're the biggest claws that I can remember relative to the rest of the monster's size. I should be countering stuff like that. Okay. Body slam. I do really... ooh, that he shifted more than I expected. But I really like that attack. Because often you can just do a side hop to dodge it. Not always, but... I guess it probably doesn't refresh the buff, the duration of the amp. Though maybe it does. It's a fun, it's an enjoyable monster to hunt. I should be hit. This, oh, it's a grab. Okay. Not an issue. Can you counter grabs? Like, it doesn't do that much damage. Like, could I counter the grab, or would it still grab me? Like, I'm not a fighting game person, but I am aware that there's, like, those types of games have, like, grabs you grab through a block in at least some, I think. Like, I wonder if counters might behave in a similar manner. Or at least some counters. I should counter that. Does he go for a second? Yeah, he does. It should be not too far from cutting. Not there yet, but not far. Oh, he just missed. Like, he pushed me, but he didn't do any damage. I should sharpen soon. I love this hunt. It's just very... it's my Palico did a good job there. It's reasonably cozy as far as hunts go. Because there's so many spaces. I should sharpen. Like, he gives you a lot of space to work with. Because a lot of his attacks leave him open. Or it open, I don't know. Some monsters have explicit genders, some don't, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if Shagaru Magala has... It's like, oh, Black Diablos is a female Diablos. All the Mizutsune you hunt are male. I deserve to be hit there. Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks for the support.
Ooh. A little bit more sweeping than I thought. It's a pretty interesting... Oh. Oh, that wasn't quite the angle that I thought. I should be countering, not doing whatever that was. I wonder how many hits that counts for Frenzy. Assuming it's number of hits and not damage dealt. Okay, good, I cleared it. Yeah, bad timing. Over aggressive. But it's... I think I prefer... As a fight, I think aesthetically I prefer chaotic Gore Magala. Entirely because of the horn deal. Where they have like a blue horn, a purple horn, and it varies depending on like which enraged form they're in. I deserve to be hit there. I thought there was a second... I only grabbed one wire bug so far, haven't I? Oh. Lucky. I meant to drink this. I was distracted by wire bugs. Body check, except it got cancelled. By sleep. Okay. Like, I like the different chaotic Gore Magala effects. I might mess this up. That might be too far away. I'm really not sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, another go around. I should be countering this, but I really prefer... I really like being able to just sort of hop. It's gonna be a roar? I can't... There's no point in countering that attack. I can't hit him, so it's not worth the wire bugs.
Wonderful work, my friend.
That's a good one to counter. Too slow. Except he missed, so it didn't matter. Okay, that worked, but I messed it up. That was lucky. Okay, not quite that far enough in. I don't think that's bite, or the grab. Oops. Too slow. Okay. I'm kind of... Okay. I guess I didn't give it enough time for the, proper... What's the word?
Excellent opportunity.
Superman? I didn't give it enough time to actually let me Superman after I stopped drinking the potion. I should be clearing the frenzy instead of running around. But... I'm just kinda... It's a certain, like... Once I start focusing on one thing, I end up way early, but it still gave me iframes.
Some humans could learn from you.
Yeah. That's kind of fun, though. It's cool to know that the, Oh wait, this isn't a roar. Yeah, it's this. It's cool to learn that the, seemingly, even if you miss the, if you miss it by a small enough amount, or if you're early by a small enough amount, you can take advantage of iframes that you get even if it isn't successful. Which is very free. Because normally, well, that somehow worked. Because normally those sorts of things punish you harder for missing them. Like, you don't even get iframes of any sort. Let's just focus here for a second. Okay. Do I have... I should have blood right? Useless when I'm this low HP. But I'm pretty sure I have blood 3 on this setup. I should be hitting stuff like the tail to heal, yeah. I've gotten too used to the other exhaust setup with build-up boost, so I don't have blood rate. I'm not used to blood rate as much, which is good. I was getting overly used to having it on every set, because that's just the default talisman that I picked. I think of all his attacks, that's probably my least favorite. Not because it's dangerous, but because it sort of... I tend to feel like it's out of place. Like, it doesn't really fit to me with most of his other attacks. Like, he does have a beam attack, but most of his attacks are not in that, like, styling of beams and breath attack. Wait, this is not a, yeah, this. Oh, yeah. Gets the amp state. I do kind of find, like... Yeah, that was bad. It's a bit of a shame that monsters... so many monsters have, like, a bunch of phases, but you only really... You spend, like, 80% of the fight in the final phase. Or, like, the hardest phase, sort of. Like, the enraged, at least. It's like Velkhana. You basically spend the entire time... At least when I've hunted it in this game. I almost spend, like, 90% of the hunt in the in the ice phase, which is like the anything but the base phase. Eesh, too aggressive. Okay, out of wire bugs. But, like, the fact that they have phases that they barely use feels like such a... It just feels sad that you don't really see some of their phases for more than, like, the first 10 seconds and 10 seconds here and there. I just wish... That kind of angle's awkward. I just want to see more of the non-super phase. Not for it being easier, but entirely for the, like, variety. Cause yeah, oh, it's not in that phase anymore, instantly back into that phase. It's kinda... I mean, maybe my impression is that it's because stuff like enrages work off of damage taken, so if you just keep attacking them and you do a lot of damage, they will basically always stay enraged. I should be countering that. I should be countering that. Oh, actually, you might not have needed that second hop. I do enjoy that Shagaru Magala doesn't kind of relax. He just kind of keeps going at you. Which is sort of an Elder Dragon thing. Where they don't really get exhausted in the same sorts of ways. But
Some humans could learn from you.
I do really think more variety during the hunt would be very welcome.
Farewell, monster.
Like, eventually it just becomes, okay, they go to their highest enrage phase every single time they exit it right away. Which is kind of a shame. It's fine. It probably makes sense. Because of the whole, they don't want to be hunted, but it's just interesting. It's a very big dragon. With a, like, it doesn't have a very big mouth compared to other large monsters. Yeah, these wings have an issue. The Magala wings, when they die, become very sharp angled. They're all way too clean, which they don't need to be better. It's the... Oh shoot, I didn't get the...
Job, my friend.
I forgot about the tail.
Laughably easy.
Like, realistically, I'm not going to get a 4% drop from the tail, but it's possible. Yeah, that was like a lot of master rank in only 20 minutes.
I'm having a sale today. Well done. As always, thank you.
Well, it's going to be a lot of this.
Why, hello. Take a look at the quest list. Best of luck.
But since it's going to be the same monster with the same setup repeatedly, I could chat about who knows what. Like the horrific concept of a monster that's like came from the idea of stingrays. I don't think stingrays would make good monsters.
I shan't lose.
But I'm like, okay, if you wanted a stingray, it would need legs.
Strike down all who oppose me.
And then legs made me think of a monster that I've seen pictures of that is in Frontier and was a collab monster. Whoops. I think with some yokai thing. It was a creepy fish, purple fish with legs. Just stop sitting in the corner, please. It's not a corner, it's a circle, so there are no corners, but... But, like, that made me think, like, a stingray with legs, which would be pretty horrific, honestly. And then that made me think... There's a... I meant to check. There's a... I believe it's either a comic, like a newspaper comic, or something. I don't even know if it's super regional specific. Ooh, that was kind of fortunate. I should be, yep, countering that. Okay. That's cleared. Ooh, shoot. That shouldn't have worked. I should have gotten hit there for more damage. That step forward on that swing is very fortunate. Yeah, the extra iframes are pretty good. I don't actually know if it's iframes. I might die here. I shouldn't, because it doesn't do that much damage, but yeah. This is the thing. I don't know if he does this grab attack in his final phase. Which is fine, because the grab attack's not that dangerous. But like, since so much of the fight is spent in like the third enrage, or I think it's the third, the into the air enrage. I don't really know how to dodge that attack very well, because I don't see it all that often. Whoa, that was a weird hit. I just need to figure out... Oh yeah, I was talking about a comic that... Or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. But it's like Clams Got Legs is some comic or joke that I really... My parents would talk about it occasionally when I was a kid. And I really don't... I mean, my impression is that the entire joke is that a clam has legs. And there's not really much more to it. But that was my impression as a young child, and I've not actually checked it since, so... And there's tons of things where my initial impression as a kid has changed a lot, even based on anything but better, I don't know, capacity to understand basic information instead of like ignoring half of it. Yep, too slow. I think it's worth the greed. Now it might not be worth it because I can die. Just be safe. Just be safe. It's not efficient. Because if I cut the tail, I can heal with blood right. Though the tail is worse than the face for healing. That's fine. But yeah, it just came up with the worst image in my face of a freshwater giant stingray, giant freshwater stingray with big like human legs under it.
Ready to detonate.
The relatively unpleasant image, not super unpleasant, just weird. I didn't drink the right one. Sorry. I like keeping everything in because it's important. Clams got legs. It's an American... Okay, it must just be a single joke. I got distracted. It must just be a single joke in a comic, as opposed to a major running gag, or as opposed to it being a singular comic called that. What knocked it over? Now the funny thing is, Canada, province of British Columbia, it seems like the clams got legs joke, or whatever, it's probably a recurring joke is my guess, based on my iffy memory. But as a kid I'm like, oh, BC means British Columbia. So there's some like association between the comic and the province of British Columbia in my brain, which is, I think, inaccurate given that it's an American comic. Not quite close enough. That was a funny attack. Just let me hit your stupid tail. My phone has buzzed. Shoot. I need to check it. Terrible place to pause. I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, so I'll have to figure out other stuff, but it's not important right now. It's kind of the weird nature of pre-recorded videos. And the fact that I personally just enjoy, I don't know, reality, which is sort of the benefit of streamed-based mediums. Not mediums. Too slow. Streamed-based video, in this context of, like, gaming and whatever. Because if it's live, and it's not, you know, a pre-recorded live thing because you're commentating or whatever, but it can only be so polished because things can always happen unexpectedly. I should have gotten hit there. And that, like, lack of polish lends certain, I don't know, probably authenticity. But I don't think that's really the important part. It's more that if something feels too polished, it, to me, has a tendency to feel nowhere near. Didn't target me at all. If it's perfect, it becomes less appealing to me. But yeah, the instant phase again is always pretty silly. I think having a middling phase for it to sit in for at least a little bit before it enrages again would be welcome. Because it instantly raging every time is just kind of funny. Like, I think instantly going into rage for like a tier 1 rage, and then it rages again for its actual like big rage after taking some damage in that intermediate step would add a little bit more. Okay, didn't bounce back far enough. It would add a little bit more variety to the hunt. Because as it is, that was a bad choice to attack there. I only really see one phase from 80. I mentioned it at the start of the hunt, actually. I only see one phase for most of the hunt, which just feels like a waste. Like, there's so much that they've set up on other phases, but like the first phase has a grab. I don't think this phase has a grab, but I don't really have to learn to dodge the grab because it's just easier to never see it, which is kind of a real shame. Yeah, no, fair enough. Oh, missed. Turn. I'm here to heal. Did I break? I haven't broken both horns yet, so I shouldn't heal like this. I should focus on trying to get the secondary horn break. But I will hold this. Except it missed, so I didn't get the counter. Visually, I'm a little iffy on that hit. Purely visually. Mechanically, it makes sense that I would be hit in that scenario. I'm just kind of... Okay, at least got the trigger, but... It felt a little... awkward. Like, I don't think I saw the proper impact from the sphere that exploded and hit me.
It's up to something!
I mentioned it. I really don't think that's a very interesting attack. Like, it's just kind of a generic-ish beam attack that doesn't meld as well as so many other attacks. Oops. That's my first mess up this time. Oh, I'm gonna die. Frenzy? Too late. I was so close, but I got hit too many times.
Be careful!
Yeah, it's just a generic beam. It's purple, which is the correct color, but... I should be countering that. It missed. Am I actually gonna have this first phase for a little while because I didn't do enough damage? I'd be happy for that. Nope. I think it's worth it for the amp state. Well, that was a deserved hit. Just kind of hopping with no goal. I should actually be trying to hunt this with the longsword, actually. Because the only longsword I have does have some dragon element. Do need to sharpen, though.
I shall use this chance wisely.
It's definitely one of my favorite monsters in this installment. Oh, I missed because I wasn't in the correct direction because I messed up my angle. It missed. I feel like I should have gotten hit there. I need to remember to tail. I cut the tail, I need to remember to carve it this time. I haven't used the ZSD once this entire hunt. I should be using it occasionally at least. Because it is damage. Except it does potentially throw me straight into the line of fire, which is not ideal. That should have hit me. I should be countering stuff like that. I missed because I'm bad. Now that was a funny ending to me.
It's over.
Killing it with like a clipping attack
I
from
shall put this to good use.
that shouldn't have even hit it at all. Okay, I'm too distracted by trying to figure out Clam's got legs now, because I'm not fighting a monster actively.
Pardon my insolence.
It was initially rejected. I'm not actually looking, I might get the drop and not notice. Okay, I'm guessing it is just a recurring character that the clams in the area have legs. Ah. One clip if you search clams got legs. One of the first is a caveman resting at a beach. A clam walks, then it yells clams got legs, and the clam says now I have to kill him. Okay. It's kind of neat. Guess it's just a general gag. Oh yeah, good luck. Huh. Which is fun. 1647, that's decent. Yeah, that's a lot of master ranks. If I do 2 more hunts, I'll get to 110 today. I don't think... I might do 2 more. Because I started at 102, I think. Now the issue with that is I'll have to change my scheduling.
I have faith that you will fulfill your
That is a lot of master rank per kill.
best of luck.
But it's fun to think about comics. Like, not necessarily comics in newspapers, but the types of comics that are in newspapers. Like, I don't, like, for me, Far Side as of comic theories isn't... Like, my parents had a big book with a bunch of them. But I'm pretty sure it was a... It must have been a... in newspapers, right? I'm not sure. Maybe.
Let's go.
Maybe not, though. Well, edition of the Chronicle. I don't know what the Chronicle is. Might be a newspaper. Which is interesting. Like, Far Side is
Let us begin.
such a weird
So much power.
thing, comic in every way.
There's the target.
I couldn't see its face. I landed in the worst location possible. Because I only know how to dodge that roar, well, counter that roar. I missed. I dodged it, but I missed. That roar, I only know the timing based on the animation of the face. Oof. That was not ideal. That's not actually that bad. Because in theory, I do want to be frenzied. Or, I want the frenzy virus so that I can clear it for the free affinity. Which is... It's like 15? I can't remember. It's a lot of free affinity. Oops. I should counter that. I keep saying it every time. And I guarantee that gets old quick. Ooh, that was a bad choice by me. Too aggressive. What? What? It missed me, so I didn't get there. Actually, I'm thinking for my last hunt, I will actually consume the usual buff. The like mega demon dragon armor equivalent. Can't remember the name of the armor. Deserved. Still not broken though, so I can't actually heal with Blood Blight. And by Blood Blight I mean Blood Right. That's funny. Blood Blight and Blood Right. It's probably not named that way because they rhyme. Because that would be a terrible naming reason. Because Blood Right makes sense as a name. Blood Light is a blight, so it makes sense as well. Okay, cleared. Oh, it went. It actually does. The side on which it initiates that triple orb attack does vary. It's not always left or right, middle, left. I need to figure out. It might vary based on the phase, or it might be random. Or it might be targeting, like, based on where I am. I should try to pay more attention to that. I should be countering. I actually should check. Because I think there's a very real chance that I can't actually counter it if purely reactionarily. Because the time to reach the... not quite. The time to get into the counter might be too slow, or too long. Nope, that's totally doable. It also doesn't hit me, so I didn't get the counter anyway, but yeah, that's 100% doable. Except if they constantly miss, it's totally worthless. If not actively detrimental. What did it break? Horn? Or arm? / wing? I can't do it here. That's a weird one. That's the type of attack that I would assume would normally explode. Also,
Wonderful work, my friend.
Shagaru Magala is very cooperative. Oh, it is horn break, sick. Like, it's one of the more cooperative monsters because its tail doesn't constantly move when it's downed. Like, so many monsters, their heads and tails move like its head moves here. But Shagaru's tail stays still, which is very welcome. I need to position better on this. They can't stand close. Funny. Okay, now I can do it correctly. But first, very quickly, I need to not forget this. Okay. Now I should be able to do this correctly, blow up its face, and not let it wake up before I blow it up. That might be far, I'm not sure.
Ready to detonate.
I really am not confident on this. Okay, right. Too close. Yep, I hit it incorrectly. Like, I really need to figure out what... There's some specific positioning that I'm doing wrong. Oh. Yeah, okay. The real phase begins. Except, it never hits. It's pointless to try to counter it if he just misses 50% of the time. Or isn't aiming at you, but like, it's kind of hard to tell when he's aiming at you. Or, it's kind of hard for me to tell when he's aiming at me. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, this should hit me, yeah, but I wasn't in a position where I was prepared. I haven't seen that attack much. That's fine. Aggressive? See, if I was good, I would do this all the time.
Humans could learn from you.
Purely rely on Blood Blight to heal my damage. Not quite far enough. But I'm not actually confident enough. I should be... Oh, okay, no counter. I'm not confident enough to do that reliably. Even on a monster that's kind of as predictable as Shagaru. Like, 'cause it's a fairly predictable monster. Yep, over-aggressive. Oh, he doesn't have a long tail anymore, so I actually can't rely on hitting it. Which is pretty funny to me.
Wonderful work, my friend.
Bad, yep. Terrible decision making. I should have died there. Oh, I almost walked right into that. It's fine, just let it sit.
Brace yourself!
I got the amp. Now I can heal more. Just play safe. I still have bombs selected, I need to adjust that. Oh. I might not have been hit by that, I probably could have stepped. Oops. My wires in my brain crossed. I was thinking about, oh, I haven't been using ZSD enough. And then I went for it for no reason.
Face my fury!
I should maybe sharpen? It's probably better to hit it here. Yeah, deserved hit. I need to sharpen though.
Let us move! Now's my chance!
Because he's gonna rage again in just a moment. So being sharpened now is better. I don't know why I didn't expect that.
Some humans could learn from you.
Like, I really should have expected that attack. Worth it for the amp. Explode. Lovely. Alright, that was terrible. Hey, terrible. I deserve to get hit there, but it's a very forgiving monster. Yep. I don't have wirebugs. I almost tried to. I mean, that didn't do what I needed it to, but that's fine. It didn't trigger that in time, which is a shame. Not a big issue. He's doing that attack more in this fight than he did in most of the other ones that I remember. Or as far as I remember. Yep, deserved. Let me shift. Kind of surprised. It's a very odd attack, because it's the type of attack you'd assume, at least I would assume, would chase. Body slam. Explode. I should be doing that. I think it's worth the wire bugs to get the instant amp guaranteed. I've not been dodging very well in this fight. I think there's a certain, like, odd sense of fatigue. Maybe not fatigue, but even if I only hunted this, yeah, close. Like, so this is the third hunt today. It still feels like I've hunted it a lot. So maybe it's making me think, maybe I'm just getting too comfortable. In the, like, detrimental sense. Like, not comfortable justifiably, but comfortable in, like, sort of the getting too comfortable sense. I can probably swap off Moxie. Stongo Moxie isn't doing anything because I'm always healing myself to full. But I don't know. At most, one more hunt. There's definitely a lot of attacks that I'm not dodging very well. Kind of curious. I've hunted a bunch of these. Yeah, I have the largest. I don't have smallest. It must be that this must be scripted on size, right? To some extent. It just feels like it's consistently very big. But I haven't checked. Ah, good luck. Maybe this is where my luck will swing back. I mean, it won't, because I think I've already gotten at least one anyway, so it's not really like it can swing back that much. Meowcenaries, and a sail. Magni apple. Always fun. Ooh, cool. Yeah, let's go with that bottom one. Let's do that. Might need to change that setup at some point.
I'm having a sale. Great.
So yeah, last hunt, it'll get me to master rank 110, which will give me a new monster that I will do next time. See, I think I already have... Sorry, this is my own stat check. I already have one of these, which means that I have used a mantle already. And I've only killed, like, 10 at most. I've killed 7. So, like, already having one mantle is already, like... It's probably not, like, way above rate. But having 2 by now might be a little bit lucky. Why are there 2 different drop material types? There's a 34% dropped material and a 55. Is one like dropped material during wyvern riding and the other is dropped material when you break apart?
Your spirit shines bright.
I want to do that double seizing basil goose. Darn, it's not an arena. It would be so awful if it was an arena, so I would love to try it once. Hap peanut? Which is that? Yeah, sure, let's get extra. Remove the skewer though. Take defender and booster. Not that the quest rewards are that valuable, but they're more well, no. Now in this scenario, I'm gonna get one shot from really high HP. I can't do the counter because I landed behind the wing. That works. Oh, that was late, but he missed. Yep, ran up against the wall. I want him to destroy these towers, because these towers are not helpful. They just get in the way. I should be countering. I should be countering. Actually, that wasn't even targeting me. I think it might have missed if I just countered where I was standing. Because I think it was targeting my dog based on the angle. Okay, I got the trigger. Okay, tail. Nope, not even targeting me. Oh wait, I meant to drink the attack buffs this time. Like at least the attack buff. I think trying to drink that might actually make this harder, but... So I might just die while I'm trying to drink it. Please break the tower. Break it, please? I do love how it looks, but those wings don't make any sense. Like, what's providing the proper structure for, like, the maple leaf stick-out component?
Wonderful work, my friend.
Like, it's super flowy, but I always get hit by this. it's the structure doesn't really seem functional. Okay, no, I have to wire bug there. It's good to know that it's 100% necessary to wire bug there. That you will not stand up for 8 centuries until, if you don't wire bug. Deserved. I should heal. It's so funny that both of those sword swings hit. It does successfully trigger the frenzy. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking this might be my favorite Elder Dragon hunt. This monster, not this specific hunt. Mostly because it's... I don't know, there's a certain... that might have been a grab. There's a certain predictability that kind of makes it fun. Which makes it easier too, but... Okay, this is bad. I'm not attacking correctly. Like... I don't know. I just really enjoy it. Is it poisoned? I don't think it is. Its face is very... Right before it did that attack, its face became very, it's frothing. But it isn't taking poison ticks. Well, not froth. It has a purple fog. More than I thought it normally did. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. That was greedy. I will hold this. And use it too early. Okay, focus, because I just need to trigger the frenzy right now. Because I don't want to lose... Okay, good. That looked like it shifted a little more than I expected. Which, it makes sense for it to move. At some point, I made a bunch of Evade Extender level 4 decorations, and then I equipped them on a set. I still have yet to actually try a set that makes use of Evade Extender. And I think I really should, just to sort of see what it's like. Deserved. The tail should be like 2 hits away at this point, is what it feels like. But it's not, because I'm just wrong on how close it is, because I've hit the face a lot more than I've hit the tail. That's acceptable. Cancel, please? Nope. I could have stopped pressing it, but I wanted it to be... I wanted to play it through. Okay. It's kind of funny that the explosion can break tails, or cut tails. That's acceptable. I should have been hit there. By the standards of this game, I actually really think I should have been hit there. That's very, easy. I deserve to be hit. Quick attacks. No overcommittal. Deserved. I overcommitted after saying no overcommittal. Basic overcommit meaning using the double attacks. Any of the double attacks are risky. And not really worth using in scenarios like that. I think I deserved to fail there. That wasn't targeting me, that was targeting my cat. That didn't heal very much. I hate these ledges. I hate these ledges. Can I sharp move before it gets to me? I'm not gonna walk to the edge. Thank you. Way early. I should be using that for the second part of that attack, I think.
Some humans could learn from you.
The free amp is very nice. Like the super quick amp is free anyway. Yep, should never go for that. I missed. As is obvious. I think I have a bad habit of just sort of hating what I miss and when I don't.
Thanks for the support.
Like, it's a lot of just saying what's happening. Sort of like a type of descriptive programming. I think it's descriptive is the word, where making it so that people who are blind can watch movies and TV shows,
Humans could learn from you.
where it's basically everything that happens is narrated. I've never heard it myself, but I assume it's kind of awkward, just based on speed. Like, can they actually communicate at sufficient information in the time that would be available without falling behind in the story?
It's up to something!
I should have gotten hit there, I think. Cause like, it makes sense to exist. It's mostly, eesh. Good attempt, Kitinator. Oh, I got baited. I forgot that it only ever goes to this phase. It never goes to the earlier phase. But yeah, I think descriptive programming sounds like a great thing. That was weird. I can roll out and back. I just, having never heard it. Oh, that's funny. I have to wonder whether it... Oh, that's a quick, another Kitinator. Whether it's a, I should be hitting the head, I know that. Whether it's like an equal or near equal experience, or if it is just sort of the best that they can get. Or the best that can be achieved. Because, like... I'm dead. Okay, I didn't actually die, that's good. Like, subtitles are one of those things that help for the hearing impaired. But honestly, subtitles are such a good... They benefit everyone.
An excellent opportunity.
But descriptive stuff doesn't have that same... Doesn't necessarily have the same mass appeal, I assume. Unless it's actually really good.
It's up to something.
It missed. It's one of those things that I just don't think about because, I mean, descriptive audio doesn't seem like it would be a very helpful experience when you can see what's being described. But there's always a chance that, like, if it was good enough, I don't know if it could ever be good enough because I don't know how it's done, you could have it help you understand what's happening without, like, spoiler. Like, if something is visually confusing or there's 400,000 characters in a story, having explicitly it say blank name is on the screen doing whatever with name 2, like that sort of thing could become useful. Now, I think it's fairly infrequent for there to be that many characters that it would become necessary. And I say this as someone that doesn't actually pay that much attention to characters' names. Obviously characters' names are important, but like, if a character has a name and a character traits and whatever, I focus more on their character traits as opposed to other stuff. Like, if I'm reading a book, yes, I will recognize the name eventually, especially if it's a main character. But if it's a side character, I'm like, okay, their role is X. They provide comedic relief. They're the jokes or whatever. I don't really worry about remembering their names that well. So I just can't imagine how different it would be to experience it with maybe the only way to know which character's which is names. And people talking about what's happening, but it just seems difficult. No luck, which is fine. Master rank 110, so I will talk to the urgent quest right now. I will not run it today. It's a fail.
I've got some great deals for... Wow, that's a bunch!
Okay, talk to Bahari. Risen from the grave.
Hey, how's it going?
Lately sticky situation. Evidence that some monsters have overcome the effects of the anomaly. Just like Malzeno and Geismagorm, they formed a symbiotic relationship. They're basically back from the grave.
Yeah.
Risen monsters.
I'll be seeing ya.
Elder dragons that have overcome affliction caused by the anomaly are known as risen elder dragons. Little is known about this state, other than it poses even greater danger than monsters suffering from affliction. So I'm assuming the first one's Chameleos, based on the fact that that's the image they showed.
Why, hello. Yep. I have faith that you will fulfill your duty. Please select the quest that best suits you.
So wait, did they say here?
Would you like to try
I wasn't actually paying enough attention to what they said, because I was assuming it was going to be a... I should have paid more attention. Oh, it is. What a weird place to put it. What a weird place to put that. Why? Why is it here? Why is it above Geismagorm? Shouldn't it be after Geismagorm? What a weird choice. Yeah,
I studied and studied.
I guess next time will be Risen Chameleos.
I may be qualified to handle quests, but I still make plenty.
I'm hoping it goes well. It might
Have any advice
unlock
for me?
new
I'm all I have
decorations and stuff, but I failed to get my
Let's get you fixed up then, shall we?
hammer ingredient. So I will probably grind that a bit. Hope I get it. If I don't, I don't. But I'll try to get that separately. And if I get it, then I might also try to get...
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
kill Primordial a few times to get this, hopefully. Because that seems like fun. Mostly because it's an element file, and I haven't used a single element file Charge Blade this entire game. So I'll do that after I get one mantle. Once I have a mantle, I can make the hammer. And then once I have that, I will separately grind a primordial Charge Blade, probably. Yeah. That's good. Now I'm making progress. I really don't... The afflicted grind is really annoying, honestly. Because it boils down to hunting this... Like, it's all hunting the same monster, but... It's hunting the same monster, not always, but like one or just a couple monsters. Very little variety for until you get a new one that's better. If I'm just trying to get levels, it's just hunting the same monster. Pushing it higher and higher, but they get stronger and stronger with each hunt. And then it just gets more tedious. Because you hunt it a bunch, you get better at hunting it, but it also seems to me that it gets more HP. So each hunt will take longer even if you're getting better. But yeah, that's it. By next time I will hopefully either have the hammer, which I won't use against Risen Chameleos because that's a bad idea. Or I'll at least have the hammer. I might have the Charge Blade. But next time will be dedicated to Chameleos. I'll do it once with the Switch Axe. And then maybe I'll try it with a hammer or a Charge Blade if I have it. Or a Blast Sword and Shield. It's all a question of what Chameleos is weak to. And then I might pick something based on that. Because it's weak to Dragon. Sort of. Makes sense. It's weak to Blast. So the Blast Sword and Shield might not be bad. But that's for next time. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.